Let's look at two 18-year-olds. One is stepping out into the real world completely lost, navigating a financial maze from scratch. The other is smoothly riding an escalator, propelled by a wealth generation machine they've been building for 5 years. Most teenagers are taught that building wealth is something you only worry about after you graduate, once you have a high-paying corporate job and a mortgage. But building a massive net worth doesn't actually require starting with a lot of money. It requires time, specific knowledge, and a series of very small, deliberate actions. If you are 13 to 18 years old right now, you have a multi-decade horizon ahead of you. In finance, this provides the longest possible runway for your money to snowball through compound interest. By following a strict year-by-year blueprint through your teenage years, you can convert that time directly into capital.
Executing these exact steps will put you in a financial position that most adults won't reach until their 30s. We start at age 13. Since you aren't legally allowed to open your own brokerage account yet, your first move is to sit your parents down and have them open a custodial account for you, like a UGMA or UTMA in the US, or a junior ISA in the UK. Instead of gambling on individual stocks, drop your small amounts of cash into a low-cost S&P 500 index fund. You instantly spread your money across 500 of the largest public companies in America, letting institutional growth do the heavy lifting early on. At ages 14 and 15, you have a massive advantage: zero living expenses. This is when a critical mindset shift has to happen. Stop asking for video games, consoles, and other depreciating items for your birthday or Christmas. You need to ask strictly for cash. Combine those gifts with income from a weekend job. This capital should be directed toward your launchpad stash, a reserve specifically meant to fund the tools and equipment you'll need for the next phase. Going from literally $0 to your first $100 is the hardest financial hurdle to clear. Once you have that launchpad stash secured, you have the momentum required to start actively multiplying your money. As you hit 16 and 17, you are 2 years away from entering the real world. This is where you transition from passively holding cash to actively investing in your own human capital. Take that launchpad stash and buy physical equipment that allows you to learn a high-income skill. A second-hand iMac or a decent laptop instantly gives you the infrastructure to learn video editing, coding, or graphic design. Do not waste this capital buying online courses from fake gurus. Everything you need to master these skills is available through free communities and thousands of hours of trial and error on your own equipment. During this exact same window, you need to get your driver's license the minute you are legally allowed to in your region. When you combine reliable personal transportation with a high-income skill, you enter the workforce with a portfolio of results. This drastically reduces the training a company needs to provide, making you a more valuable asset than someone with only a general education. Then you turn 18, the legal floodgates open, and you are officially classed as an adult. This requires an immediate, rapid-fire financial activation. Step 1. Set up 2 distinct bank accounts. You need a standard checking account for your daily cash flow and a separate high-yield savings account to park a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Step 2. Get a credit card and use it for normal expenses like gas, paying the balance in full every month. This establishes a history of reliability that banks look at to determine your interest rates when you eventually apply for a mortgage or business loan. Step 3. Open a tax-advantaged investing account, like a Roth IRA in the US or a stocks and shares ISA in the UK. Modern brokerage apps allow you to buy fractional shares, meaning you can invest as little as $1 to own fractions of a single share in massive companies. Step 4. Evade the traps. Do not finance a car, and do not take on tens of thousands in debt for a university degree unless you are entering a highly specialized, required field like medicine or engineering. By completing this checklist, you stop relying solely on your physical labor to make money. You've officially established an automated financial foundation that works for you. The ultimate reward for setting all of this up so early comes down to a strict mathematical law: compound interest. This chart shows 2 growth trajectories plotted by age. Person A starts investing $250 a month at age 18. Person B waits and starts investing that exact same amount at age 28. Assuming an 8% average yearly return, by the time they both hit age 65, Person A's account has grown to $1.5 million tax-free. Person B, despite following the exact same strategy, finishes with about $679,000. This occurs because Person A has an extra decade for interest to accumulate on top of an already large balance. By the final years, the rate of growth accelerates significantly, resulting in a final total that is more than double Person B's outcome. This compounding effect applies to everything you do. The skills you learn, the habits you build, and the cash you invest today will multiply for the rest of your life. Executing this blueprint now is the exact engine that leads to long-term wealth.